They are?
Yeah, I mean, there's no way that the hotel is buying all of these headphones. They're not cornering the headphone market just so Evan Cohen can steal them out of the gym.
I don't think where Evan's staying is recycling headphones, man.
No, Pat, it's the same packaging as any other place. I swear to you. It's the exact same packaging as any hotel in America. But it is probably recycled.
I need somebody that has expertise to chime in, whether it's on our social media channel or calling in the show. Because I got to know, when you're on the airplane and they give out the headphones.
Are they recycled?
Or is it a brand new pack?
888-SAY-ESPN, 888-729-3776, at Unsports ESPN on Twitter, at Chris Canty 99, at EVCO Radio. Are they recycled headphones, or are they real headphones that they're given for the first time and then maybe throw it out? We'll get people to chime in on that. In the meantime, while we're waiting for people to chime in on that, we got a showdown tonight. And, it's a showdown specifically for you, CC, because of the fact that you, I think more than anyone that outside of people that are employed by the Seahawks, have been supporting Seattle's case that they are not a paper tiger here, that they are legit, that they could actually be the team that represents the NFC in the Super Bowl. And my counter to this all year has been, I don't believe in the quarterback in a big game. So where are you going into tonight, this showdown between the Rams and the Seahawks? Are you concerned about Sam Darnold on that offense? And do you believe that he'll be the reason they get to the Super Bowl or the reason that they don't get to the Super Bowl? It is on him.
Well, yes. And here's the thing. I'm not really concerned about Sam Darnold, but I understand why people are on the fence about him. I understand why people are hesitant about Sam Darnold's performances, because this is a guy in the biggest of moments hasn't been able to come through for his team. Now, what I will say is this season, Sam Darnold, when he has a bad game, he typically flushes it, and he's able to bounce back with a good game, right? It's always going to be either good or bad. There really is no in-between when it comes to the Sam Darnold spectrum and his performance as a Seattle Seahawk. Either his passer rating is going to be north of 110 or it's going to be below 90. So we'll know pretty early on which way it's going to go in terms of what kind of game Sam Darnold is going to have. But I would anticipate, with all of the talk around Seattle and Sam Darnold putting it on the record that his team needs to start faster, that we're going to get a different type of effort earlier in the game against the Rams second time around.
Yeah, and I get it, and there's reason to believe in this team, but I am, and it's not fair because it's a completely different team. I'm scarred by last year with the Vikings. I just assume the same thing's going to happen, that Sam Darnold gets that big game and does not play well. And I am of the belief, and Nuno has kind of started this rally around the idea that reclamation quarterbacks are really good as high-level bridge quarterbacks, but they're not Super Bowl winning or appearing quarterbacks. And I think you may be onto something, right? Baker's been awesome in Tampa. Can he win a Super Bowl? Darnold's been awesome in Minnesota/Seattle. Can he win a Super Bowl? Daniel Jones this year prior to injury, really good Indy. Can he win a Super Bowl? Geno was great in Seattle. Didn't win a Super Bowl, and obviously he's on the downside of his career now. It does look like he's healthy for this weekend, though, for the Raiders. So, again, it's not fair because I'm just going to generalize and put these guys in a group together because they've been on multiple teams. I just don't believe that Sam Darnold gets Seattle to the promised land. And that when I look at this game tonight, there's only one team in it that I can envision playing in the Super Bowl, and that's the Rams.
So, Evan Cohen, big on recycled headphones, not big on recycled quarterbacks. That's what I heard.
There's no confirmation that those are recycled. There is no confirmation. Wait a minute. You want to talk to D'Angelo in Jacksonville, who used to work for an airline?
Yeah, let's talk to D'Angelo. Let's go.
All right. Brown sugar. Let's go. D'Angelo.
Good morning, y'all. How y'all doing this morning?
Morning.
I used to work for 2 airlines, and they are brand new.
Oh,
the headsets are brand new. They are sealed up in packages, and they are brand new. Now, the gym, I can't speak for the gym. But
no, it's the same packaging. I'm telling you, it's the same packaging. It's the same airline packaging as the gym packaging. I'm telling you. So, D'Angelo, wait, quick follow-up on this. Let's say you're giving out the headphones on the plane, and then you leave them on the plane, right? You don't bring them with you. What do they do with them in that spot? They throw them in the garbage?
Dispose them. Throw them away.
Wow.
So, thanks for the phone call. You know what we learned? I like the brand new quarterback and the brand new headphones.
So, hold on, no, but we just realized something, too. Mm-hmm. Baked into the ticket price that you pay is a set of headphones.
Well, now, okay,
And
good.
so
I'm glad you brought that up.
if I don't use the headphones, shouldn't I get some money back?
Well, Greg tweets at Evco Radio and on Sports ESPN at Chris Canty 99. I traveled 4 days a week for 27 years. The headphones they give you on the airlines are new every time. They're in a plastic bag. And I also have used the ones at the hotel, like Evan's talking about. They cost like 80 cents to the hotel or the airline. So, yes, CC should get an 80-cent refund.
I'll take my refund. Give me my refund.
80 cents back.
80 cents, absolutely.
But you know what? The headphones does tie into tonight. It's an odd thing. But, yes, I do like, to your comp, the recycled quarterback is good for a little bit, but maybe not good for the long term. You're not getting – ultimately, you're going to buy the Beats by Dre, right? And that's Stafford. That's Stafford. That's the Beats by Dre. Like, that's the highest level of headphone that I believe will work in any setting. In this specific case – with Sam Darnold, I believe he is going to ultimately be the hurdle that prevents them from getting to the Super Bowl.
Okay, so it's interesting because you're saying the recycled quarterback is not going to be able to get you to the big one. But we've seen quarterbacks that we think are franchise guys not be able to do it as well, right? I could understand your logic if the inverse were true. Guys like Lamar Jackson, guys like Josh Allen haven't been to Super Bowls, let alone won one. So that's the question that we have to ask. Like, is it a matter of just the quarterback and whether or not he's got the horsepower that can get you to the big game, or are there other factors? And when it comes to the Sam Darnold story, there are a hell of a lot of other factors that you have to contextualize before we start talking about this guy not being capable of being able to have success at the highest levels of the sport. Remember, before he got to the Minnesota Vikings or before he got to the Seattle Seahawks, he had to contend with the New York Jets and the Carolina Panthers. So I would just caution folks on the Sam Darnold bit. He is an extremely talented player. It's never been about Sam Darnold's physical ability. It's always been about the neck up. It's always been about the 6 inches between his ears. And for somebody that has the most wins of any quarterback since the start of last season, I would just caution folks to be out on Sam Darnold when it comes to games like this. I'm just be careful. Because if you put him in enough of these situations and you give him the right supporting cast, he's got the best receiver in football right now in JSN. He's got one of the best defenses in football. I think you can get a different result when it comes to Sammy D in big moments. Now, the one thing that I will say, the Charles Cross injury, his left tackle, that's going to be interesting. That looms large in this matchup against that Rams defensive front. But I just think that Sam Darnold, after having a bad game against the Rams earlier in the season, after having a bad game last week in terms of the offense starting slow, I would anticipate us getting something different on a short week at home against a division rival.
Very quickly, Vegas East, I need you guys to weigh in on one thing here. Is this a see, I told you so game? Like, can CC come in tomorrow and go with see, I told you he can win a big game? Is this a see, I told you so game with Sam Darnold?
Yes, until he has one in the playoffs. Like, that's Sam
So that
Darnold.
buys us time.
Yes.
It buys him time, so to speak. That eliminates last year's Minnesota, is what you're saying? To some extent?
No, because I still need to see.
So then it's not a see, I told you so game.
Canty could come in here a peacocking tomorrow even more, being like, I'm telling you guys, like, he can actually help them get there until he actually, throws 3 interceptions in a playoff game, and he's the reason they lose.
Hold on.
From headphone salesman Nuno Teixeira.
So Nuno, I just want to be clear on what the bar to clear is for Sam Darnold in terms of getting rid of the ghost narrative. What does he have to do? Is it get to a Super Bowl? Is it get to the conference championship game? At what point will we say Sam Darnold is no longer an impediment for a team to win a Super Bowl?
Honestly, they could lose in the in their first playoff game. If he plays well and he's not the reason they lose, like, I think that's it. Like, don't be the reason they lose. Like, let's say he lights up that team, but the defense is off that day, but they lose because of the defense, not because of Sam Darnold. Like, I think that changes the narrative in my eyes.
So you just got to play well, and it doesn't matter what the result is.
I think so, yes.
Okay.
Well, Darnold obviously has been a reclamation project. I think that another team may have found a reclamation project yesterday as a result of some news. We will get to that after I tell you about Venmo. This college football